Hi, everybody, and welcome to Spa Babies, presented by Spendthrift. I'm Dan Illman, along with Nicole Russo, on location at Saratoga. Let's take a look at the field for race number 2 on Thursday, kicking off the 50-cent pick four with this maiden special weight. Now, this is one of those restricted maidens for horses that sold or were bought back for $45,000 or less in their most recent sale. Spendthrift Stallion Cross Traffic, represented by the number 7, Big Scully, a nice mixture of firsters and experienced runners.
Definitely. And, a nice mixture of stallions as well. Cross Traffic was the leading freshman sire for Spendthrift a couple of years ago. And he's one of, a number of really solid stallions, including some intriguing freshman sires represented in this race.
And one of them is the number 1 Pipito sire, Mastery, who was a very talented horse, albeit injury sent him to the sidelines pretty early. Mastery's gotten off to a slow start with his first crop. And you look at this pedigree, a lot of turf. I wonder how he's going to handle sprinting on the dirt first out.
Yeah, this one might need to get his feet wet a little bit. I think Mastery by Candy Ride will be a versatile stallion. You mentioned a lot of turf in this one's female family. I'll be curious to see what he does in the future. That said, I do have high hopes for Mastery as a stallion. You see how well the sons of Candy Ride are doing at stud, Twirling Candy, Gun Runner, to name just a couple.
Quick gate work for trainer George Weaver. We have a formulator fact. 2-year-old first-time starters in restricted maiden special weight dirt sprints, 5 for the last 12, $8.54 ROI for Pipito. The number 2 is Sailor Speed. This horse has raced twice, once on dirt, once on turf. Back to dirt now, blinkers on, and I think dirt's what this horse wants. Lots of dirt pedigree for the son of Oxbow.
Yeah, I do think this horse is getting back on his preferred surface. I think the blinkers ought to sharpen him up a little bit. That being said, I would like to see this horse going a bit longer.
Our next 2 entrants are by Tapiteur, 17% with juvenile debut runners. That's really good. The 3 St. Luke's was a $22,000 yearling. Lots of turf synthetic ability, although the second dam was a stakes-winning dirt sprinter. Rudy Rodriguez sends this one out. Arad Ortiz takes the mount.
Yeah, that pairing, those connections, this horse is certainly going to get some attention. And you know what? I have a lot of respect for Tapiture. He came out a couple of years ago in that very strong freshman sire class that included American Pharoah and Constitution and others. Maybe didn't get the glamour horses sort of that those ones did. But I mean, he was one of the leaders by winners. He was up there in the top 5 by earnings. He's just a racehorse sire.
Nice mixture in the pedigree for the 4 Osbourne. You've got the speed and ability of Tapiture. You've got the stamina underneath with Rock Hard 10 as the broodmare sire. $9,500 yearling buyback. Lots of route ability on the bottom, Nicole. This trainer, Ron Moquette, does an excellent job.
He does. And, this horse is getting a little bit of buzz around here on the grounds at Saratoga that I've heard. Comes in with a long, solid work tab, should have some foundation. Fired a bullet at Ellis 2 back, and another son of Tapiture, getting Luis Saez, who is Saratoga's leading rider at the moment, in the irons for the debut.
And he just seems to fit those 2-year-olds very well. Luis Saez, very aggressive out of the gate, and speed wins these races. The 5 is Inevtabl Conection, first-time starter for trainer Steve Glasaris. This one by Connect, a solid first-crop sire. Thus far, 3-4-24 with debut runners. This is a half to a multiple stakes winner on dirt. So a solid pedigree, and you get Joel Rosario.
Joel Rosario with, a multiple win day this weekend, coming in off a bullet work at Delaware. And, Connect, I think they might take a little bit of time to mature, as some of the Curlins do, as some of the Smart Strike line does. But I do think that they'll be better at slightly shorter distances than your typical Curlin or Smart Strike horse. I think he injects some speed into that line.
Breezing at Monmouth has been the 6, Street Hustle. This is a son of Kentucky Derby winner Street Sense, who breezed a furlong in 11 seconds, did Street Hustle, before selling for $20,000 as a May 2-year-old. The dam's a half to Lady Tack, who is a very fleet sprinter.
Yeah, and this is still an active family. In recent years, horses like Volatile have come out of the family. This one is a bit of a lighter, a little shorter work tab. But that being said, he's by Street Sense, who's an outstanding wet track sire. There is some rain in the forecast this week at Saratoga. If that materializes, a wet track would move him up.
Let's watch Big Scully's career debut. This is the son of Spendthrift stallion Cross Traffic. This one took a little bit of money for trainer Dallas Stewart, 6-1 in a 9-horse field, chased outside, finished evenly for third. Now, the horses that have exited this race have not exactly come back to do great work just yet, but Big Scully earned a respectable Beyer speed figure and should come forward with the experience.
Certainly, and no surprise that this horse takes a little bit of money for Dallas Stewart. As you said, a son of Spendthrift sire Cross Traffic, the leading freshman a couple of years ago with champion 2-year-old filly Jaywalk and others.
Top pick time for our Thursday Spa Baby race. Of course, all season long at Saratoga, our coverage presented by Spendthrift. Nicole, where are you going?
You know, I'm really intrigued by what I've seen and heard from Osbourne. As I said, I have a lot of respect for the stallion Tapiture, a lot of respect for Ron Moquette as a horseman, and a lot of respect for the way Luis Saez is riding right now. This one, again, coming in off a bullet at Ellis a couple works back.
The word is out, supposedly, Nicole, for the 4 Osbourne. I'm very interested to see what he does. I like the experience of the 7 Big Scully and also this outside post position. I think if he breaks well, he can settle into a nice stalking trip while in the clear. It should be an intriguing race to kick off the 50-cent pick 4 at Saratoga on Thursday. It's our Spa Baby race presented by Spendthrift.